Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Oh man, I have been through the ringer. Tell you what.
It's been kind of a crazy, combination. Well, you had a big event, but for me it was just like, boom, we're gonna hit you again and again and again.
Yeah.
What the hell? It's not even Mercury retrograde right now.
It's just 2020.
It is just 2020.
Oh, what did
And all of its flaming glory.
Somebody said, I saw a post where somebody was like, what would make your life easier right now? Or what are you wishing for right now? And the best comment.
2020?
Yeah, the best comment was 2021. Everybody's like, yes, this.
Pretty much. But what if it carries over in? No, the election will be over by 2021, so there's no way it will carry on.
Yeah. Anyway, hi everybody. I'm sorry that we missed you again last week. My sweet grandmother passed away, so I was able to spend time with her. Thank goodness.
Yes.
Her retirement home let us go in full PPE once she went on hospice. So I was able to spend some time with her, and my family was able to be there. She went really quickly, and I totally blame COVID for her death, even though COVID isn't what actually killed her. But isolation, man.
To see you, and that's hard.
Yeah.
It's really lonely.
Yeah, it's so lonely. And she kept asking me, she's like, how did you get in here? And I'm like, I'm sneaking.
Broke in.
I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna see you, Grandma. So,
broken.
yeah.
Don't tell nobody.
Let's talk about our coffees really quick. So this week we have Beans and Brews. I really like their logo. It stands out. Beans and Brews Coffee House.
I like that they have extraordinarily large sizes.
Yes. This is a medium. I learned not to order the large there. It's gigantic.
Yeah.
So there are tons of these all over Ogden, and they'll do.
Yeah, I think there's only one in Davis County, so I don't ever hit up Beans and Brews too often. But I have a nice coffee today with a little vanilla and way too much cream.
Oh, dang it.
Because they always do that.
Always. Yeah, I know.
And extra ice, because if it's not brain freeze cold, I won't drink it.
And this is actually not terrible, and that's bad. I don't have a high expectation, because I've had extraordinarily awful customer service experiences with them at the one in North Ogden. But I went to the one that's just over on 12th Street. I've never been to that one. They were awesome. The coffee's awesome. It's dripping on me. So
it's got a hole in the cup, but no big deal. We'll still drink it.
I will still drink it. And I'm being basic again with my vanilla latte. So
I like it.
You like what you like. And if I'm just gonna be vanilla, I'm gonna be vanilla, and that's fine. It's fine.
I like it.
And then we got some extra treats today. We got some cheese danishes. Oh my goodness, these are huge!
Because they didn't know what a teaspoon was.
But look at the size of this. Have you looked at yours? Oh my goodness!
That's a lot of filling.
It's a lot of cheese. We'll just
eat around it.
Set that aside. And in other news, I totally found out yesterday that I broke a toe. Or a foot, I'm not sure.
They don't even do anything about it. They're like, oh, that sucks, your foot's broken, here's a $500 bill, have a good day.
Did you know that if your foot is, if you have a stress fracture, it doesn't show up on the x-ray until it's healed?
Oh, well, that's awesome.
It's
still nice and warm fuzzy when it's
She's like, well, your x-ray doesn't show anything, but there is swelling, so we think it's a stress fracture, and if you come back in 7 to 10 days, we'll be able to tell for sure. And I was like, what?
So you want to charge me again?
Yeah, I was like, how about I just let it heal? But I guess as the bone heals, it's more dense, so it gets a little callous, and then they can see it. But I was just like, I haven't been able to walk on it all week. Something's wrong. But
another way for them to make more money off it.
Yeah, so that's fun. Have no idea how I did it.
Yeah,
but
that's awesome. That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. How's business?
I don't know. Today's my first day back. No, I've been kind of keeping an eye on things, but when my grandma was passing away, I shut everything down here so that I could go be with her. And then I just sort of monitored things, and everybody's been super awesome about it. And so her funeral, we're just doing a small graveside service next week to reduce COVID exposure. I feel every time I say COVID, my eyes flutter.
Mine just gloss over it. And I'm like,
Like they just can't handle the word. COVID.
It's gonna turn into like a thing, like, don't be freaking COVID, man. You know, when you want to call someone like the ultimate, like, insult. You're such a freaking COVID.
You're such a COVID, man. Don't be a COVID. But I did wear makeup today for like the first time in ever, and I keep like looking in the mirror like, damn.
Yeah, like,
so,
oh, I look good.
So like, and I feel like there's something to be said for that. I've been seeing some like posts about how like we need to get rid of the idea that wearing makeup is professional. Like, have you seen any of those conversations kind of floating around? And I'm so on board with that. Like, I feel like you should be able to wear a suit and be naked face if you want to.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, like, not wearing makeup all the time. And I was already sort of like transitioning out of makeup before this even hit. But I think being at home, everybody was like, I'm not putting on makeup. And then our skin is great. Our hair is great because we're not heat styling it all the time. It's just like happy hair, happy skin.
Yeah.
And, but putting on makeup was like a lot of fun for me today. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna do the whole thing. I got my concealer, I got my like brightener, and it was a lot of fun. And so I think makeup should be fun. And that's like...
It is. Right when COVID first started happening and I wasn't going into the office, I didn't wear makeup, I didn't do my hair, I didn't ever somebody's, I didn't even brush it. I was like, who cares? Throw it up in a bun and get things done. And then after about 2 weeks, I was like, I missed, because I like the way that I look and feel.
Yeah.
You know, when I have my hair and my
like
makeup
put together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, screw it, I don't even care.
Yeah.
I did not like actually get dressed. I was still in sweats. Don't get me wrong. Like, don't push it, okay? Don't push it. But I did do like hair and I taught myself how to like pop out French braid my hair. So I was like, you know, for those like 5 days that I actually did, I felt super fancy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great. Like, I think we should just do what we want to do. And for me, a lot of the time, I'm not gonna do my hair and my makeup.
Yeah.
And
Sunday's my day that I don't. That's my day for my eyes to relax from my contacts and my face to relax from makeup. So in our house we do self-care Sunday.
Nice.
That's when we do pedicures and we do masks and even my little boy will jump in on it. So.
I love it. That's so cute.
And we
so
just, you know, we just give ourselves a little extra love.
I like that.
On Sundays, and I let my face breathe from all the. Whew, I got the crinkles. I don't have wrinkles yet, but I got the crinkles. So I will still put on like serums and you know, that.
Always skincare from the skincare lady. Always skincare. Wash your face.
Can't have crinkles. And they're coming quicker than I'd like to admit, but
they're trying to sneak in there on me too, and I'm like, nope.
Such is life, I guess.
And wear sunscreen.
Wrinkles
Those are my things.
Yeah.
Got that out of the way.
Yeah. You know what? Make it easy. Just buy skincare with sunscreen.
With sunscreen.
Yeah. In it. Jeez Louise. Anyhow, business.
Yeah. So business is weird still.
Yeah.
Still weird.
I felt it big time this week and last week. Yeah. We've just kind of hit a not so fun spot with Moxie blankets. Moxie agency is like booming tremendously.
Probably because everybody's like, help!
Yeah. So that's been amazing. It's been super fantastic. I switched up everything. I went from doing full service marketing to we are a branding. We're just going to focus on branding for startups and small business because I've noticed there is a huge need for branding to keep companies in track and in line with what their branding and their mission is and their company culture. So I've changed it up to where we're just doing that. So we've been doing a lot of branding boot camps for companies because they're like, this is our logo, but this is our logo. Oh, but this one. I'm like, nope, we gotta hone that in, colors, get their culture down, get their mission statement, their vision statement, and their values and everything because people want to know what kind of business they're dealing with. So And then
It's no longer just a
no
commerce world. It's a who are you and why am I going to put my money there?
Exactly. So we're helping companies hone that in and really get a feel for who they are and who they want to be. So that's been really fun. The boot camp that we do is super, super interactive, and it's fun, and we laugh, and we work really hard, and in some cases they cry because they're like, well, this is who I want to be, but this is who we are. And we got to reel all that in and get it down, and then we do some really cool things with printing and how we present them with all of their stuff once it's complete. So it's been, it's really fun. And then anything that has our logo on it, we do all that too.
Nice.
So all the branding is like some business cards and logos and websites and all that kind of stuff. So we totally shifted focuses.
I love it
because everything is so you have to the way marketing is now, you have to have a designated SEO, a designated paid ads, a designated analytic person. And I was like, one, I don't want to grow Moxie Agency to that level, because then there's too many moving parts, and running two businesses, that's too much. So I was like, okay, we have to shift, and I love branding. I'm really good at it. So I was like, boom, let's go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that's been
very
fun.
cool.
But Moxie Blankets has definitely taken a hit over the last couple of weeks. So I need to figure out what the hell I need to do there to tweak some things. And I'm going through that tangible school, which I've loved, and they have some really cool mentors. Cool. So I've reached out to some of them to see what I can do. And
very cool.
I just got on with a company called Woolly, and they do you should do it too, actually. They work with influencers to help push your brand and stuff. So
nice.
I
love working with influencers, and it's been. I mean, I shouldn't say I love it,
but you enjoy it.
I enjoy it. Yeah. I think that would be great. And I mean, really, I don't have anything to report because nothing's been happening for me. I haven't been engaged. So I'm just I've been focusing on family and my own personal health. Speaking of which, I think we should go straight to Sexism of the Week.
Boom, do it, done.
I am so excited to share this. Even though I was so pissed when it happened, I was like, this is going on my show. So, I recently took up golfing.
Yes.
I'm super obsessed. So
it's enjoyable.
Like, we gotta go, and I'm like first year golfer, and I'm like going all the time, and I'm already thinking about how I can get better, and I've done all these things. And so I decided that like the day that I asked you if you want to go golfing, I went by myself because I was like, I want to get 18 in today before this meeting I have at 7 p.m. So I'm gonna go, and so I'm out there by myself, and I caught up to the person in front of me, and then he was caught up to the person in front of him. And so the guy was like, it was him and his wife, and he's like, do you guys just want to do a foursome? And I was hoping they would say play through, but they didn't. And so I'm like, okay, sure, I'm not very consistent, I'm the first year, whatever. And he's like, oh, my wife is too. And I'm watching her, and she's terrible, like terrible. And I mean, I shouldn't say she was that terrible, but she wasn't. I didn't go on a course until I felt like I could at least like keep up with people.
Right. Just golf etiquette.
Yeah. And so I'm like, I'm playing, and her husband, they're an older couple, and he's like, oh, so you're a first year golfer, blah, blah, blah. And my wife is too, and whatever. So then he decides that he needs to be my coach. And I'm like, okay, so I work on my technique at the driving range.
Sure.
And then I forget all of it when I'm on the course, because if I think too much, I will mess up.
Right.
And so I'm just like, just let me do my thing, dude. Right. So I hit a drive, and it slices to the left, and it ends up like under a tree. And I'm excited because I'm a left-handed golfer, and therefore I'm like kind of crushing on Phil Mickelson in like a not sexy way.
My little boy left too.
Aw, really?
So we like Phil.
Yeah. So I'm like excited because I'm like, okay, this is actually like one of my first really difficult shots. Like I've hit out of the trees before, sand traps, whatever, but this is like under a pine tree. And so I'm like, I think I can't go through it. And I'm like, I think I just got to chip it back onto the fairway. So I get out my pitching wedge, and the guy literally comes hauling ass across the fairway in his golf cart. Wait. And I was like, what? Like thinking I'm about to do something totally wrong. I kid you not. He gets out of the golf cart and he says, you don't need this frustration. Picks up my ball and throws it onto the fairway. And I was like, I was ready to play that. And I was like, I really wish you wouldn't have done that. And he's like, but you're a first year. You don't need that kind of frustration right now. I'm like, I wanted to play it, dude. And he's like, well, your husband, and I was like, my husband would have had me play that too. And he's like trying to argue. And the other guy who has joined us is like super uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
He can tell I'm pissed. He's like, I don't know what to do. And I finally just drop it because I'm like, I literally asserted to you at least 3 times that what you did was not okay, and you are acting like you know what's best for me. And I don't even effing know you. Like, I was
You don't know me?
I was so mad. I'm like,
oh, I would have been super irritated.
I was
my
pissed.
gosh.
And we still had 3 more holes left, so I'm like, do I ask if I can just play through?
Right.
Do I suck it up? Because hopefully they're not playing the full 18.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was so mad.
Did they play full 18?
No.
Okay.
I was like, peace out! And then I played the last 9 by myself and had a great time. Did decent, but I was just like,
So rude.
why?
That's not good. That is not good golf etiquette.
It is not. And it's not good man etiquette either.
No.
You do not ever presume to know what somebody else needs. You would never do that to a guy, so why would you do it to a girl?
So annoying. You don't need that type of frustration. Boy, you don't know what I need. What I need is for you to keep your hands off my ball.
And I'm like, I was ready to like Beth Mickelson that. I call myself Beth Mickelson a little bit. It's kind of weird.
That's awesome.
So I'm like, I was so mad, and I like told, and Taylor had texted me right before this happened. He was like, hey, if anything happens out there that makes you uncomfortable, let me know. Because I think he was like, he must have been like honing into that. But golf courses are so misogynistic. Like,
They're so driven by male energy.
yeah, and I was just like, okay, this could have gone differently if the other guy that was uncomfortable would have stepped in and said, let her play.
Yeah, dude, why'd you do that?
Instead of just looking incredibly uncomfortable and staying in the background. I'm like, you know this isn't right. He's not listening to me. So men, if you watch our show, if you see misogyny happening, please say something.
Just be like, bro.
Yeah, because women,
It's not okay.
we assert ourselves.
But you don't hear it.
You don't, and we are also taught to fear and respect people who can overpower us.
Not today.
And I was like, I'm not taking down a 65-year-old man on the golf course.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
gonna get in trouble. Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. You would have gotten like elderly abuse.
I know. Well, so then I complained to the clubhouse. They're like, we have so many problems with that guy. And I was like, how about he just can't play here anymore then? Like, don't schedule him around other people type. I don't know. I don't know what the best way to handle that is, but I was just like,
Wow.
you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's clearly a problem, so why do you let him keep coming back?
I guess they've talked to him and he thinks he's not the problem. He's adamant that it's
Oh,
not
of
him.
course. It's never.
So-
It's never. It never is.
So I was really excited to share that today because, I mean, during COVID, we've seen quite the decrease in sexism overall.
Yeah.
But that's
it's
just
been
because
out.
we haven't been interacting with people.
Yes.
So you get back into it. And I think I was even more frustrated because I haven't been around it for so long.
Yeah.
That you're sort of almost desensitized.
Right.
And then you're like,
What the hell, man?
did that really just happen?
Yeah. That's
So,
crappy. That's super crappy.
yeah. So anyway, do you have anything like fun coming up that is planned for business fun?
What do I have? Yeah, well, we actually, so Moxie Blankets is teaming up with the Unique Foundation for their Defend Innocence program.
Mm-hmm.
And a portion of our sales, and then on our site you can donate as well, will go to their Defend Innocence program. And what that is it's for women who have been sexually abused. So it's pretty spectacular.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
They have this like retreat, and the women who go to it don't pay a penny. So your room and board, food, all the activities, everything is 100% covered by the Unique Foundation and Defend Innocence. And they just go. They learn how to heal. They learn how to cope, and they don't pay a penny. That's like that's the cool thing. So they work with all these different businesses, and that's how they send these people through. And it's legit. It's really nice. So it's not cheap to send a person through. It's like $4,000 or something like that, I think is what they said. So our hope is that through Moxie Blankets we can send somewhere between 5 to 10 women a year to that retreat, because it's so powerful.
Yeah, it's incredible. I've heard a lot of good things about that program.
So I'm super excited. I'm actually going to meet with them again today. So we'll see. I gotta figure out the programming on my website on how to actually make it all work. But I'm working with the programmer, and so I'm excited.
That's very cool.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't have, Hippie Skin doesn't really have anything on the horizon other than my LNU, which I'm excited about, starts this month. But you actually reminded me, so I volunteer with the Junior League of Ogden.
Oh yeah.
And I'm the community director this year, and we've put together a bunch of little projects that we're going to be doing throughout the year, and I'm super excited. But I kind of wanted to touch on like back to school, because that's one of the projects that we're focusing on, and we are going to be putting together care packages for teachers.
Yeah. They're gonna need them.
Yes, as well as collecting supplies for students. Yeah. But we're also looking at like the flip side of that for the parents who choose to keep their kids home. How can we support them in the home?
Yeah.
So if you guys are interested in learning more about that, just let us know, comment, and I'll get you plugged in, because we're definitely going to need a lot of help from the community to make that happen. So
Right.
But I'm really excited. I think it'll be awesome.
Yes.
So anyway, I think that's it for today.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to share? Did you have a sexism of the week?
I did not.
All right.
Most of the men that I crossed paths with were very
They know better.
They didn't know.
Oh, that reminds me. I have to just talk about one more thing on the way here. I was like, Lizzo came on. Okay, so she's like, her music's like, kind of like poppy and whatever, and kind of trendy,
like female empowerment.
But oh my gosh, I love her. You cannot help but love her. And I was listening to the song Like a Girl. I freaking love it.
Singing at the top of your lungs. And
She says something about like running the world, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that like a girl.
Yeah, today, right now.
Yeah, so anyway, if you're looking for some like good female inspo in your music, like get after Lizzo. I love her.
Yeah, she does. She just like, she just makes you feel good.
Yeah. It's really feel good stuff, but like great messages.
I can take that.
Yeah.
I can get on board with that one.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all we have for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already, and watch for new content every week.
Yep. And don't forget to hydrate
and caffeinate. Bye.